Hey, good morning, guys. Wow, I bought a new T-shirt down the road here. Very nice. It says here, oh shit, what the fuck am I doing? Lacoste. This is actually made in Japan, man. Made in Japan. This T-shirt, and I paid 90 pesos, which is $1, less than $2 US. Kids are, the students are fucking still playing their ball out there, so you're gonna hear the ball bouncing every now and again, and then they got some babes watching them. Lucky boys. Okay, anyway, I think it's very cloudy today, a little bit drizzling. Mia is watching TV. She's watching some vet show there. I turned down the sound a bit. She's standing right by the TV, and yeah, we're just. I like this fucking painting, man. Really cool, huh? Not bad at all. Not bad at all. All painting, by the way. This one is also cool. Mom and daughter. So yeah. Let me turn this over. Hey guys, don't get too much of a fright. It's me, man. Shit, I better. Let me try to adjust, see if this is working now. Fuck. Oh no, the wrong way. Aha, that's better. Okay, anyway, oh yes, we're going on. We're talking about our buddy, Mr. Winston Motorcycle Mechanic, Serpentza. Wow, that's a beauty. I gotta fucking show you guys this, babe. Ooh, let me turn it around again. Where is she now? Ooh, nice. Cutie. Oh shit, she's hidden behind the leaves here. Wait, let me try and get a better shot. Oh, shit, she's running off. Oh no, I can't get her. Sorry about that, boys. Eat your hearts out. Try again later. Maybe she's gonna walk past again. Anyway, yeah. So I think the squeeze, because you know, when I put up that, for example, the one thing I put up that I was very surprised at was the how everyone, I mean, dead fucking seriously, everybody. I think I was probably I think I was the only, for sure, the only foreigner living in Shenzhen, a massive city, 20 million people. I was the only foreigner not living in a guarded compound. I mean, can you fucking imagine that? Out of 20 million people, probably, I don't know, a million of them are foreigners, or I don't know how many. Well, there she goes. Sorry, guys. I'm not gonna turn the camera. I'm not gonna swivel around again. But anyway, don't worry. We're gonna be doing many more interviews with all these lovely Takbina, the town with the tiniest town with the greatest number of gorgeous girls in the world. Like, but per capita, it's fucking amazing. Anyway, so yeah, so when I mentioned that on my first video, Serpentza exposed, my heart is bleeding, battery acid, everybody was like, what? How can that be? You know, Winston is telling us how dangerous is South Africa and how safe is China. Why the fuck is everybody living in a guarded compound in China then? And why is Winston not talking about it? Why is he not mentioning that obvious fact? And he himself, Winston himself, is living in a fucking guarded compound. And if you look at his videos, you will see that he's living on a, don't know what floor, you know, upper floors, like not near the ground. And he's got barriers and rails and fucking shit in front of his, and even his porch, his veranda, his stoop, his whatever you want to call it, yang tai. He's got rails there so that nobody, so that you know what they have in China. You can live on the 50th floor, the fucking 100th floor. Okay, you are liable to suffer from break-ins. You have thieves that they get on the roof and then they hoist themselves down, and they will test each and every window all the fucking way down, and they will get in your apartment and they will clean you out. Okay, I know this has happened to a lot of people that I know about. So up to the top floor, all Chinese apartments are secure, have double doors, safety doors, have bars in front of every fucking window. Every porch, outside porch, is fucking fully secured. Okay, Now this will give you an indication of the crime in China, especially in Shenzhen. I don't know all of China, it's a huge country, but I'm telling you, Shenzhen is the most crime-ridden city in the fucking world. When I arrived in Shenzhen in the 1990s, late 1990s, I've never ever seen such a place ever again. Okay, it's been cleaned up a lot. Probably now it's only like 20% of what, but it was the most crime-ridden city in the history of the world. You could not fucking walk a meter, one single meter, without some gang, some bunch of thieves tagging you and starting to follow you around and victimizing you. You couldn't get on any bus, any public transport, nothing without being followed around. People lining you up already. You couldn't go to any fucking shop without getting ripped off. Now, well, that's mostly still true. I mean, but it was openly done. It was so open, you couldn't believe it. It was unfucking believable. The gangs were just ruling the city, absolutely ruling the roost in Shenzhen. You could not fucking believe it. Huge gang, huge fucking gangs, hundreds of members swarming around. My friend from Singapore, Ivan Ho, a guy, he's got a good sense of humor. Ivan Ho, his company invested. They built a office block, a little office block in somewhere in Shenzhen, and then the problem started. Every Friday they would pay their workers in cash. So somehow the gangs, probably inside job as always in China. China, everything is a fucking inside job. Everybody, the moment, China is so corrupt and so crime-ridden, guys. You cannot even begin. You cannot even in your wildest. If you were like, I don't know, who's the craziest writer you ever read? You know, if he could never imagine how crazy is the crime scenes in China in general and Shenzhen specifically. Huh? Now, anyway, they were paying the workers on a Friday, and as they left the front door, the front gate, there was not a gate, it was just a door. As I walk out, the gangsters would be standing with knives there and fucking just give me your money. So, of course, the employees weren't happy about that because two of them actually got stabbed. Both were trying to run back into the building, and one of them got stabbed in the back, just missed the backbone by that much. A lady, and the other guy, I don't know what happened to him. Anyway, so then the company decided they build at huge cost. They bought barbed wire, rolls of barbed wire, and they employed, like, I think he said it was 12 security guards. You know, guys that are really good in kung fu. He said they made sure that these guys are really good. Then he got a call at one evening from one of the guards. They were under heavy attack. That they couldn't secure the compound, and they begged him to call the police. He jumped in his car. He called the police. Jumped in his car. He sped down to the office block, which was now surrounded by barbed wire. Remember, and 12 guards. But the gangs decided, hey, we like this wire. We like this shiny new barbed wire. So they start cutting off the barbed wire to take it wherever they want to take it. Of course, the guards being employed to, protect the property or try to stop them, but I mean, this I don't remember how many of these gang members there were, but they were like 3-4 times the number of the guards, and they just fucking beat the shit. I mean, if you have seen gang fights in China, it's vicious. Long poles, baseball bats, bottles, machetes. I mean, they go full out. And I've been actually involved in a couple, so I know what I'm talking about. And by the time he arrived there with the police, and the police in China are fucking hopeless, guys. They are just hopeless. They see themselves as mediators, right? And they will try to pick the side where they can maximize their profit, right? So in this case, obviously they gave one look at this situation with like fucking 100 hooligans, well armed, and then 12 guards lying fucking bleeding on the ground with broken bones and cut up, and half dead. And they decided, well, sorry, Mr. Ivanhoe, we know you're a Singaporean company, but we can't take your side in this the proceedings right now. So So anyway, the ambulances start showing up, and then what made it even more crazy was that the gang members followed him and the guys to the hospital, insisting that he has to pay for treating the gang members who got hurt in a fight. And the police were like, yeah, you got to pay them and you got to pay compensation and all of that. Now, I'm not making this up, huh? This is fucking dead serious. Now, okay, this is just my little intro here. And now I see that the other day Winston was suddenly mentioning, oh yeah, everywhere in Shenzhen there are guarded compounds, or we call it gated communities. You know what I mean? What's he talking about? The poorest of the poor in Shenzhen lives in a guarded compound. The poorest of the poor. The fucking beggars. The beggars on the street, you see them begging like this in Shenzhen. At night they go home to a guarded compound and they fucking stay there, because if they don't stay there, they're gonna get robbed. No matter where you. Oh, Winston, please. So what was I gonna say? Oh yes, the biggest, probably one of the biggest. I don't know if it was the biggest. Clifford Estates. You check it up if you want. In Guangzhou. It has like 200,000 people. 200,000 people living inside. It's got its own hospital, schools. The whole fucking thing is set up. That is bigger than most cities in South Africa. 200,000 people, and then I guess now there are numerous of these fucking estates. Numerous of them. They got 50,000, 100,000 people, and they got hundreds of guards. There is 1 million security guards in Shenzhen alone, and they're fucking useless. They are part of the problem. They work like this in cahoots with the gangsters. My buddy, the Canadian, he's now back in Canada. He's probably watching here. Hey, dude. He bought a brand new, very top of the line, expensive electric bike. But he made a mistake. In a rose garden in Shiko, which was a very upper class, and he told the guard, how much he paid for it, which was a lot of money, and it was top of the line. And he gave the guard a tip. He said, look, I want you to especially keep an eye on this bike. This is inside the compound, okay? Behind fucking 6-meter high walls, 100 guards, cameras, everything. But still, I'll pay you extra if you keep an eye on this bike, right? Because he knows. And lo and behold, the very next day, the bike was gone. And he was laughing. He said, yeah, I told the guard exactly why he should steal the bike. So, I mean, in that same rose garden, my buddy, an English teacher from USA, his daughter in high school, she came home twice already, found intruders inside their fucking, I don't know what floor it was. They also not on the ground. So, a South African guy I know was, what the fuck's going on here again? Wait, the other way. Was found dead in his, I think, 9th floor apartment. His wife received a box in the mail with his ashes. And, oh, your husband died of whatever, natural causes, bullshit. And then his 2 brothers came over to Shenzhen to find out. And when, in a very short time, they found out that actually he was probably murdered inside his. And then the police tried to change story, But anyway, they left. No joy. So, yeah. So even if you're in your guarded compound on the upper floors, you are not safe. I know a lot of people, including myself. Although I didn't live in a guarded compound, we still had strong security. Oh, nice little girls walking down here with me. Let me try to film them there. Hello, where are you going? Hi. She's in a rush. Maybe she's going to the toilet. Hello, ladies. How are you? Fine. Where are you going? You coming here? Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you later, okay? So they're going by there. I better, wait, let me move over there. What are you watching me, huh?
Animal Planet.
Oh, Animal Planet, nice. You like animals, huh?
Yes.
Okay, good. You're a farm girl, are you? Are you a farm girl or a farmer?
Farmer.
Okay, good. Wait, no, here is a bit dark. Let me go up again to finish my little story quickly. It's already 14 minutes. Fuck. Let me just go up here. Yeah, I like this. Talking about animals. This chicken, flying chicken. This rooster, pretty nice. Okay, I'm looking good today. I've got to go out to Borobo's very soon to pick up the buns there. We're out of buns for the bread. And so that's why. Okay, anyway, I'm just trying to tell you guys now that I see, now that I'm shining the lights of true facts on Mr. Winston and his fucking 90% bullshit that he, you know, I'm not saying that the guy's lying out and out, except about South Africa. There he's just fucking lying, 100%. About China, what he's doing is he's fudging, you know the word fudge, which is like thin, we just say thin spread, or thin slice the truth a bit, you know what I mean? He doesn't want, because he's, you know, he hung his hat that China is so great and the Chinese people are so friendly and it's such a huge step up for all South Africans to come to China, and then blah 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 blah, fucking all crap, right? So it's very hard for him to admit that he was fucking totally wrong, right? People hate to admit, like he's gotten married already twice. You know, the first time he would think, you know, once bitten, twice shy. Marry in haste, repent at leisure. But no, he repeated the same mistake, and then he's still repeating his errors. He does not see the errors of his ways, but or at least very slowly. So when I point that out, and because some of his subs were like very angry at me. Oh, are you saying Winston is a liar? You know, one dude fucking accosted me there from, I lived in Shanghai, I've never seen a guarded compound in China. You're talking shit. Winston is not a liar, you know. And he gave me, you know, what fucking crap, dude. Mr. Golden, whatever, the Golden Dawn or some bullshit. Anyway, Golden Eagle, and then I haven't heard of him since. But did you watch Winston's news fucking movie about the guarded compounds in Shenzhen? Everybody lives in one. Every fucking body, and it doesn't help. Okay, so in South Africa, people are just amazed when I tell them about all these guarded because I don't know anybody in South Africa living in a guarded compound, and they are very, very rare. Maybe in a really biggest city like Johannesburg, you have some of them. That's where this guy Oscar Pistorius lived. The fucking Paranoia dude who shot his own girlfriend. What the fuck? These are the kind of people that live in guarded compounds in South Africa. They're fucking paranoid. Okay, normal people don't live in that. I don't know anybody living in a guarded compound. I don't even know the location of any guarded compounds in South Africa anywhere. Okay, I'm just saying that. But in Shenzhen, every fucking building is guarded. Every building, every single one. Everywhere there are guards, even by the fucking bus stops. Every bus stop has guards. On the pavements, wherever you go, it's just guards, and they're fucking hopeless. There in Shoko, SeaWorld, Haisang Sije, I was sitting inside the fucking coffee shop, the shitty Starbucks, the shitty coffee shop with shitty coffee, overpriced bullshit. But I went there because I was invited by two Chinese businessmen, one of them American Chinese, you know, another, he's actually the one who gave me my first job in China, and the other guy is my very good friend. We were sitting inside the coffee shop having coffee, and then the neighboring table, the one dude there just picked up his big mug of coffee and just smashed it right next to our table, with coffee just splattering, you know, on my friends, both of them, on their leg, on their pants, you know, their pants, and they were, you know, they're like upper class Chinese, you know, and or Huachao overseas Chinese, you know, they were totally shocked. They were like, and then you know what was? I've seen Chinese smash things all over the fucking place, you know, in anywhere. So I was not even phased. I was just like, yeah, this is normal for China, right? But they were not. They were like, oh, what's going on here, you know? And these two guys just sat there, keep on chatting to each other like nothing has happened. I mean, the guy just smashed the fucking full cup of coffee on the floor, and then the personnel inside the Starbucks also played because this is China, right? So they also play the game. Nothing has happened. So somebody came over with a mop, start sweeping up the shards and sweeping the floor with a mop. And then my Huachao friend, I hope he's watching here. Raymond, are you still in California, Raymond? You should come over here to Paradise, dude. I'm going to send you a link. Anyway, so he called over the manager, and he complained like crazy, you know. And then the manager you could see the manager was like, oh, I don't want to have anything to do with this shit, you know. Like this is China, man. In China, Chinese, it's like the Chinese police. They don't deal with problems, okay? The way they deal with crime, it's just ignore it. You ignore it, it will go away. So he tried this time-honored Chinese tactic. You ignore it and it's going to go away. But this time, you know, the Raymond was insisting, I want you to do something. But what can I do? Call the fucking police. No, we can't call the police. Okay, and then call the guard. So he called one of these fucking useless, utterly, totally, 100% useless guards that's roaming all over. There's a fucking 100 of them. One of them came in, and he was like, he was literally almost shaking like a reed in the wind, because now suddenly, first time in his miserable fucking life, somebody has asked him to do his job, and he didn't want to do it. He utterly refused to. He came up to our table and they explained to him in Mandarin what happened, and he was just like, no, let me out of here. And he disappeared like this. And in the end, we got up and left. My friends had coffee spread all over their pants, and I was laughing at them. You know, they were so. I said to them, guys, this is fucking China. You are Chinese. What? Where? What's going on here? You know. So anyway, yeah, so this is my message. I'm glad that I'm squeezing Winston on the right. And the next thing I'm going to address is bullshit about motorbikes. Why motorcycles are banned? It's because of fucking crime. Rife. Absolutely fucking rife, okay? But that's going to be a topic for another day. So Winston, keep up the truth, dude. I told you. I'm right fucking behind you, okay? Keep up that truth. Let it come out, dude. And then also, yep, we'll have more and more topics. Nice.